Today's horoscope, Aries, July 4th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. You're keeping busy and enjoying yourself as you attend to essential chores and tasks today. Love and feelings are far easier to manage and understand today than they have been. Complications may not disappear, but you see them in a more positive or agreeable light. It's natural to cooperate and fall into creative ways of interacting with others and your environment now. Later today, the moon heads into your solar house, and relationships capture your fuller attention. Still, you may not feel wholly understood with Saturn and Neptune in your sign opposite the moon, but if you let that go and work on what matters to you most, you'll be in good shape. Try not to allow personal blocks to interfere with your enjoyment of others. Some of your ideas or goals may meet with resistance, which can be frustrating at first. However, there's a good chance that the block is instructive, even if its only benefit is helping you clarify your position or stance. Notice the slower pace beginning to take hold of your life, mind, and schedule. This is because mental Mercury has already been slowing down within his pre-shadow phase. As you crawl toward the retrograde that will obscure many of the weeks ahead, pay attention to what seems to be shifting in your life. Our cosmic messenger will backpedal partly through your solar house of true love, dating, children, and passion, so these themes will all be reviewed in the weeks to come. For some of you, exes or people from the past may return. Someone or something has been hiding in the details, and until now you haven't been able to find out what's going on. Seek assistance. Ask around and try to find a sympathetic colleague. One of the best ways to feel free of negative energy is to make an agreement with yourself to take a break from reading or listening to the news, even if it's just for a day. Remember, there's a fine line between staying woke and never sleeping again. In order for your immune system to fight off illness, it needs on average a solid 8 hours of sleep a night. In order to be able to sleep, your body needs to know that it doesn't have to be on high alert. Those of us who are particularly empathic need to be especially careful when it comes to the media we consume, be it heart-wrenching segments on the nightly news or ultra-violent movies before bed. You aren't doing your endocrine, nervous, and immune systems any favors by exposing it to overstimulating, frightening content. This is a day you are sure to do well. With your own vibration bringing you extra energy and drive, nothing is apt to stand in your way. Whatever you have happening today, be it personal or professional, you will have plenty of courage to boldly tackle it. Make yourself a list of things you want to get done, and then have at it. There will be plenty of zest left over for fun afterward, so make some plans. Halfway between its alignment with Mars in your work sector yesterday and its friendly aspect to Venus and Uranus in your income sector before it leaves there tomorrow, the moon is picking up information from the income and job fronts, mixing it together and giving you a read on how they interconnect. While by this time next week, for the first time in 6 years, there will be no planets in your income sector, Mars has just begun to fire things up on the job front. This is a valuable chance to inject a sense of where the money is that will ensure that where things go on the job front, the money will follow. Ahead of the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow, even though it has been 2 days since it left your romantic sector, today is all about holding on to the spirit of romance. It was both the moon and Mercury that returned to your romantic sector late last week, with the romantically charged lunar vibes over the weekend helping to kickstart Mercury's mission to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. Daily planetary overview. Today brings a powerful clarity of mind, like opening a window and finally letting in fresh air. You're not just thinking clearly, you're thinking effectively. Your ability to focus is heightened, which makes this an ideal time to tackle important decisions, especially ones you've been avoiding. If you've been facing a tough problem or an inner dilemma, trust that practical solutions are well within your reach today. You're not overthinking, you're strategically processing. And that distinction makes all the difference. As you work through your plans, consider sharing them with someone you trust. Whether it's a longtime friend, a mentor, or a partner, opening up can bring invaluable perspective. Sometimes, all it takes is one thoughtful conversation to shift your direction in a meaningful way. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance. People in your life are more receptive than you may expect, and their insights could be exactly what you need. At the same time, there's a strong inner urge rising within you, a call to take action, to create momentum, to set something worthwhile into motion. You may feel more ambitious than usual, which is a wonderful thing. Just be mindful of the energy you bring to others. Your drive is magnetic, but if it turns into being overly demanding or dismissive of others' needs, it may unintentionally push people away. Today, striking that balance between determination and compassion will open more doors than brute force ever could. If your emotions feel a bit tangled or you're simply not operating at full capacity, it's okay to slow down. You don't need to push forward at full speed every moment. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is pause, retreat into familiar surroundings, and recharge. There is healing in stillness, especially when shared with people who know you well and love you for who you are, not just what you do. And let's talk about all that energy pulsing through you. It's real. Whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, you're feeling charged. Channel that into something that makes your heart beat faster in the best way: movement, dancing, swimming, a nature walk, or even just a spontaneous stretch on the living room floor. If you're feeling physically capable, challenge yourself a little. Try a workout or an activity that reconnects you with your strength and potential. Use your body as a vehicle to move your dreams forward. Creatively, your mind is alive with brilliant sparks of inspiration. Ideas might come from all directions, some practical, some wild, some deeply personal. Don't try to chase all of them at once. Instead, pick one or two that really excite you and give them space to grow. Keep a journal or voice memo handy. Get it down on paper or into a recording. You'll thank yourself later when you want to revisit these insights from a place of calm and clarity. This is also a stellar day for collaboration. Whether it's in your professional life or your personal world, partnerships that begin or evolve now are aligned and purposeful. People around you are more likely to be on the same wavelength, ready to support a shared goal rather than pull in different directions. It's a good time for meetings, brainstorming sessions, or even heartfelt one-on-one talks. The energy is ripe for progress and connection. If you've been dealing with long-standing problems, today may offer a breakthrough. Not necessarily a full solution, but at least a workable step forward, something you can live with and build upon. Use this momentum. Organize your thoughts, sketch out the next phase, and if possible, create a written plan. That mental clarity you're feeling now? It might not stick around forever, but if you capture it now, it can guide you when things become more uncertain again. And don't forget, today is also a great time to try something new. Experiment. Innovate. Whether it's a different way of managing your workflow, a fresh method of communicating with someone you love, or simply rearranging your space to feel more inspiring, listen to your instincts. They are guiding you toward growth. Trust that change doesn't always require a grand gesture. Sometimes, the smallest adjustment can ripple out in beautiful, unexpected ways. So here's your cosmic invitation: act on your ideas. Trust your instincts. Be open to support. And remember to rest when you need it. This is a moment to align your thoughts with your purpose, your energy with your values, and your action with your highest intentions. What's one decision or idea that's been on your mind lately? Have you noticed any unexpected clarity today? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're all learning from one another's journeys.